motivation. If it's not one of the three, I don't want it. Getting into that mentality, getting that ability going, focusing to a place where we're utilizing our mentality, utilizing what we have inside, utilizing our being and our vibration. Sometimes it's when we're asking ourselves the question that nobody else will ask that it starts to open us up to our ability. And each day that we ask ourselves this question is what I'm doing today, is it motivation? Is it meditation? Is it inspiration? We first have to look inside of ourselves. And, when we're focused on the challenges that we're facing off against individually, we need to look at what it takes to be yourself. What is it that makes you who you are inside, and how you utilize your own mentality and your own ability to overcome challenge. And when you start seeking out yourself first, the challenges that you face off against, they're not coming from people on the outside any longer. They come from within you. And so what you believe about you ultimately becomes your reality. And so when you start to focus into the ability to believe in yourself, positive thinking works only when the process of positivity is working. Only when you allow yourself the ability to be who you are on the inside and to utilize your challenges. And I have faced off against challenges in the mind, and people testing what it truly means to be you. And I have found that being yourself is what works the best. Finding ways to write things down and to utilize your gifts and your talents. When you allow the things that are meant to happen for you to happen, it allows the things that aren't meant for you to move out of the way. And I don't feel like it changes in any figure or any way if we don't prepare ourselves for those things. If we don't prepare ourselves to focus to that point, to manifest that part of our being. And so when you start to focus on positive things happening for you, you start to recognize that the gifts and the talents start to open up. And then you're challenged with how focused are you? What is it that you're focusing on? What is it that you're focusing into? And that's why I ask this question every single day, because when we ask the question, is what I'm doing today, is it motivation, is it meditation, is it inspiration? If it's not one of the three, I don't want it. I'm not asking other people this question. This is a question I ask myself every day. This is something that is an internal mentality. Yeah, it's a ability to allow yourself to achieve a higher level of vibration. And inside of that vibration, you start to focus on the things that are bringing you closer to your dreams. Yeah, they bring you closer towards your goals. And sometimes it takes patience, it takes time, it takes process to focus past the negative thinking, to focus into the things that are opening you up to your ability. And when it starts to manifest itself internally, when it starts to be used on a daily basis, a A lot of people don't recognize that they speak out what they feel about themselves. You know, when you speak into the universe, you ultimately become. And so when we're focusing on positivity, when we're focusing into a place where good morning, what's going on inside becomes more important than the challenges on the outside, what happens to you ends up becoming your reality. So where are you focused? What are you focused into? What are you focused on? How do you utilize your gifts and your talents? And the second part of that is, what do you know? You know, have you taken the time to sit down and study yourself? Have you taken the time to get inwards, to use the energy that you have inside in a way that it uplifts you, that you start to learn from the lessons and the things that you're going through? And, you know, when we go through challenges, it's not necessarily on the outside. It's oftentimes is what's going on inside where the true challenge is going on. And so when you start to understand that your energy has a purpose and it has a place inside of you, and that you can overcome your challenges with your mind, but you have to realize that the process is worth embracing. You know, when you start to embrace your life and your ability within to know that you have what it takes, you will find the challenges become a little bit lighter. So here we are focusing on that inwards journey, starting to ask those questions. Is what I'm doing today, is it meditation? You know, are the skills and the crafts and the abilities that you're using on a daily, are they working for you? Are they working with you? And is your knowledge being used in that place where you can use it in a positive direction? So focusing towards your gifts is what it's about. Focusing towards your abilities and your being and what it takes to be who you are inside. And, you know, sometimes it doesn't look like it from the outside, but what it is what you're looking internally, right? So, you know, if you continue on a positive path in a direction where the things that are coming towards you only see positivity from you, then it ultimately becomes a reflection on the outside. Lastly, I'm going to talk about discipline. And when you choose to do something on a daily basis, when you start to set some time aside on a daily to truly work on something on a constant, the person inside of who you are starts to open up. And when you're focusing in that direction and you're giving yourself that ability, like, after I get done with this first 10 minutes, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to read these 10 scrolls of success. It sets a process in your mind that you have what it takes, that the challenges are not greater than who you are on the inside. When you give yourself a little bit of time on a daily basis to overcome your challenges. And once we look at what it takes to get there, you'll understand that the people around you will become inspired by you. So when you uplift other people and you seek out inspiration in others, ultimately you're looking for their discipline. And so, is what I'm doing today, is it focus, is it knowledge, and is it discipline? See, that's the question that we should be asking ourselves on a daily basis, because what we are is discipline. What we go through, the challenges, the way we react to things, the way we face off against the things that we say to the people that we care about and that we want to be in our vibration. And so when we're focusing towards that ability within, it requires a mentality of understanding the process of being yourself. And in doing that, allow the people that are meant to be in your life, be in your life. I just hope that you all have a blessed day. As I close, I just want to say blessings, blessings, blessings. As always, namaste.